What's up, everybody? It's Paul Mayberry, your most favorite director of community here at the Russell Innovation Center for Entrepreneurs. And I'm excited to welcome in two new friends, one new friend, one longtime friend, Mr. Gerald Wilkins of New York Knicks fame, and Miss Ladell Williams of the Everybody in Atlanta Knows Her fame. So, man,
we get hooked up with the hooked up.
I know, right? I know, right? So, welcome to the Russell Center. I know you just got in here and you're just really kind of finding out about us and everything. But you were saying earlier, it's just a feeling that you had walking into the building. I want to kind of capture that a little bit in this conversation, Gerald. So, man, just tell me a little bit more. Of course, give us a little background. I love the story you just shared with the staff a minute ago. But if you want, however far you want to go into it, and tell me a little bit more about that feeling you felt walking in here.
Like I was saying to Ladell, I walked in. I've never knew about it. I hadn't even ever been to Pascal's across the street, and obviously Ladell is why I'm sitting here today because we're embarking on something that's major.
Awesome.
So and it's entrepreneur and it's business. It's gigantic. It's international. It's a lot of different things. Okay. So to walk in here, I felt like, man, we just wrapped it. we just wrapped our conversation. Then when I got a chance to feel what this is, just first step in, it was like, man, this is unheard of. This is something I hadn't heard of, but something that's so needed, particularly even for me. Yeah. Something that I would definitely want to be a part of. Awesome. So that makes it so great. Wow. I'm sure everyone knows my brother, Dominique Wilkins. I'm kind of the middle child. I'm the child that kind of had to make my own ground out of 8. But
middle kids do.
Middle kids do,
Middle
right?
kids
But
do.
guess what they said about the middle kid?
What's that?
As long as he's the black sheep, which he is, or her, as long as they keep getting up, they become the GOAT.
Ooh, I like
they
that.
They become the GOAT.
They do.
So, and it's not something that's tried and true. It's something that is definitely, it's what I've lived, and man, coming in here, I feel like I've stepped my foot in a little bit of home.
I love that. Yeah. That's what we definitely try to capitalize on here, Gerald, man. Building a community and making sure that everybody feels whole and welcome when they come in here. Absolutely. Entrepreneurship is a lonely journey, tough journey. Yeah. I'm a military guy. I did 20 plus years in the military. Wasn't really kind of steeped in the culture of entrepreneurship until I came here and started to get everybody's stories about what they were doing with their businesses and everything, and started to learn that perspective on it. So can you kind of give a little bit of thought on maybe what how community has helped you along the way in your entrepreneurial journeys?
Well, first of all, no man or woman is an island. You got to have advisors. Even scriptures say, seek many advisors. Yes. Seek the community. Seek your local commerce. All these different things, Even more importantly, what I like to say is learn the one thing about your society is, America is a capitalistic society. And if you're not learning about capital in a society that you live in,
there you go.
You're behind the 8 ball. Yep. And I don't care what your idea is. I don't care what you want to make money at. True. I don't care what type of business you want to be in. But if you don't have the capital and don't understand capitalism and how it works, you're going to lose that battle. You see what I'm saying? And I think it's important for people to understand that. Money talk, BS walk.
Amen.
And you can have something that's not BS. Yep. But if you don't have the capital, how to get to it, credit scores, business credit, the ability to talk to the banks, the ability to go to investors and be able to speak their language, be it angel investor, be it private investor, be it your mother or your father, you got to be able to talk their language. Discipline is key. Warren Buffett says this, you better go into something that you love if you don't have the capital to do it.
That's a word.
Yes. That's a word.
That's a word right there.
You better go into something you love if you don't have the capital to do it.
That's right.
Because eventually somebody's going to love you enough to give you the capital to do something you love because they ain't going to lose.
That is awesome words right here. Again, just want to thank you for stopping by, dropping those kinds of words here. It reminds me a little bit of last week we had a young lady, Melissa Bradley, in here who brought in all her knowledge of investment and investors and everything, and was able to drop that kind of knowledge amongst our stakeholders too. So again, it's great to have you here, Mr. Wilkins. I wish my guy Daniel Fitch was here right now, man. He's the only person I know walking these halls that's tried and true New York Knicks fan. He go crazy right now.
Well, here's the thing. Ladell and I spoke, and I want to hear you say something.
Okay.
Yes. I really want to hear you say something, because she and I are in a position to do something great. And this will be a good. I mean, she know I'm interviewing her right now.
Right? He is very much so.
So I would like to get your take.
There you go.
On what we talked about.
Let me see. I want to keep it confidential as much as possible.
Please.
But what I got from it is that we have to get on the winning side of things.
Correct.
We are not in a position any longer to see ourselves as anything less than. We must get into power positions wherever they're available, using the resources and the people that we have, which is one of the reasons I brought you here. Russell Innovation has been a resource, a powerful resource for me. I believe in the power that is generated here. I came here as an entrepreneur, as a contractor with an entrepreneur that has a business inside of here. And what I found that happened was there is a community of Black people trying to get on top of that power, trying to harness that power and move us just as a community. I began to see myself here, that I could be myself. And yes, I know how to talk to an investor. I know how to talk to a bank. I've had my licensure in investments and so forth. But there is something about coming here and the brilliance that is happening here, and that I can be myself. Jay Bailey, one time in the hallway, he said, this is the place you can laugh out loud and nobody's going to stop you. But there's something powerful about that we can be in the hall and we're making a bunch of noise and there's no...
Of course.
Because we're Black and we're loud. That's what we do. But there's a power behind that. And when we can exercise that with being ourselves and knowing the power of capitalism, that's what we do.
And that's so great. And what color did you say you were?
I'm a brown woman. I don't want to get you revved up again.
No, it's not even a rev up. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I'm never going to be something that I'm not.
There you go. You shouldn't.
I don't care.
None of us should.
Under no circumstances.
None of us should.
I'm never going to be something that I'm not. And if the color of my skin is brown and somebody says that I'm Black, that's not who I am. And I'm not denouncing the struggle of the brown man.
There you go.
That was a real struggle for the brown woman. That they had to turn us Black. Because we were winning.
Because we're powerful.
Because we were winning.
Yeah.
You ever cook a steak and burn it? It was good before you burnt it.
Yeah.
And had that brown caramel onions and everything on it, right? And it's beautiful brown.
You know I'm about food.
Piece of chicken. You ever burn it?
On the grill.
Do you eat it? No, because it's burnt.
Well,
But when it's that nice brown caramel color, you take it out of that thing, look good, don't it? Now, I'm brown. And I'm going to get down.
I love that. I love that.
We're going to bring like she said, we're going to get right back on that winning side.
that's right.
We're going to get right back on that winning side. Because God says this, and I left it out there in the other room. Whoever is first will be last. Whoever's last.
Be first.
Be first.
That's a great way to end it.
I appreciate you having me, man.
I appreciate you.
I've been wanting to do a podcast since it came out. And so, I remember the first guy that came to me almost 15, maybe 20 years ago. And he was the first guy that ever told me about a podcast before it was ever even on the market.
Really?
Wow.
And I told him, I'll never forget this. I was in Orlando, Florida, and we was in a hotel. He brought me down. He said, man, I got something to show you and your brother, Dominique. I said, what is it? He said, man, you ever heard of a thing called podcast? I said, man, no way. What's podcast? What's that? And come to find out, that's what I'm looking at now. And they're everywhere, but I turned them down.
Oh, wow.
And he was the first guy. I'm telling you, it was real. So I've always wanted to do one.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Well, thank
this.
you
I
for doing your
appreciate
first
this.
one with us,
Yeah.
and thank you for visiting the Russell Center today,
It's all good.
Gerald.
Appreciate you,
having you here, man. So, one final question for both of you guys while you're sitting here. something we kind of ask everybody on this couch. What do you care about?
I say for me, two major things. I care about the truth, and I care about people. My heart bleeds caring about the truth and about people. Now, how do I care about the truth? I try not to ever lie.
There you go.
Because a lie has an expiration date. But a truth, it don't expire. So I'm deep. A guy came in, his best friend. He says, "Joe, know what I noticed about you?" I said, "What is that?" He said, "You don't lie." First thing I thought is, "Do you?" But I care about the truth and I care about people. Can they go hand in hand?
Yeah.
People, you cannot live a life on a lie. A good life on a lie.
Wow.
There's no way. It's going to come back to haunt you every single time.
Amen.
You mount a cannon on a bamboo stand. So that's when I do that, I meet people like you. I get a chance to come into this building when something was trying to keep me out. I get a chance to meet this beautiful woman right here who is going to be eventually my partner.
Yes.
Okay, and I know she's a pit bull. You know, so I wouldn't have that opportunity if I didn't speak truth. Because I've gone through the desert. I've had to deal with a lot of what? Miscommunication, misinformation, lies. And I've always said, I would always care about the truth. As long as I do that, God says, and the truth will set you free.
There you go.
As simple as that. That's my answer. I hope I did
I
okay
love
with that.
I love that. That hits especially home for me. I had that conversation over breakfast today.
Boom.
Ladell, you tell me, what do you care
I
about?
care about generosity.
Oh,
That is my driving force in everything that I do. I purposely am about the business of being a blessing to bless others. I know how valuable, I mean, there is no price I can put on the amount of generosity and how it's played into my life, even coming here. I've just been blessed with so much generosity, so many opportunities that I would not have had otherwise. But people are generous to me, and in turn, I am generous to others. It's high on my list.
That's outstanding.